Alright, we are back for round one on the draw with a hand that's a little bit clunky. I cannot fetch anything great with Mystical Tutor right now. If I draw a couple black mana, this hand is actually fine. Otherwise, it's kind of lackluster. I don't know, it's tough. Mm. Hmm. Don't really know if I can keep that or not. It doesn't look like bad, but it's not doesn't look really good either. Yeah, I don't think it's actually very good. I'm gonna mulligan. Maybe it's wrong, but this hand just doesn't feel like it's gonna do a ton of things. I like that more actually. Uh, I think I can use some more lands, as I do have Time Spiral. If my opponent is on the Winnie White, yeah, okay, that's gonna be tough. Like, I don't have any interaction pre-match, and I don't think on the draw I can, at least with the hand I kept, I mean the mulligan, I don't think I can really do a ton of things. I mean, I think it's gonna be pretty tough to win before they can kill us. But they will probably, okay, that's actually good for us. Lucky, but good. I don't think we want a careful study now. We actually I don't mind having all these lands because of Time Spiral. Luckily enough, they have a missed land drop, and they are not attacking because they think we might be controlled, so they want to be, keeping that around to protect itself. But yeah, we can never kill that, so it's good, I guess. Ooh, Grim Tutor. I kind of want a Grim Tutor. But for what? For what? Probably for mana. Kinda wanna search Lion's Eye Diamond. Because again, Lion's Eye Diamond and Yawgmoth's is one of the best way to start storming. I think I should do that now. Do that now, at least. I don't think I should wait. Yeah, I think it's Lion's Eye Diamond. Yeah, I kind of feel like I want that. Could also just get Mind Twist, but I don't really think I want to try to. Like, my open start was slow enough where I think I'd rather try to assemble what I need to storm, and yeah, I'll just do that basically. I will probably not use that Time Spiral, so yeah, Mystic Confluence. I think we'll just wait. I mean, the opponent is not doing anything, so I can just wait, continue to wait. Next turn I can Mystic Confluence, draw 3 cards, and then I should be pretty well set up to storm. But yeah, the opponent draw pretty lackluster. Not sure why they kept a one-lander. Sure, if you have Mother of Rune, if you have a 1-drop, it's... Yeah, still, I mean, even with a 1-drop, a one-lander is... You should probably just mulligan. So yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, don't really get that, but at least I'll get to try to storm once. Yeah, because I think by now, if they had a decent draw, I would be dead, or this would be the last turn before I would have to try to go off. So yeah, I guess I should have attacked with Creeping Tar Pit. The advantage of attacking with the Tar Pit is that you put them at lower HP, which is good for Tendrils. The disadvantage is that if my opponent somehow has Swords to Plowshare in hand, I really, really don't want to lose a land. So I'm not sure if I should, if you should go for the 3 damage. It's kind of yes and no. Also, if you do that, you are tapped out, which might, change the way the opponent plays. So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, getting a few damage is definitely relevant because of Tendrils of Agony. But again, playing into, and the fact that they kept a one-lander kind of, could mean that they do have a cheap removal they can cast like Swords. So I don't know, Recurring Nightmare. Okay, I guess that's a decent guess. Pretty powerful card, quite threatening. So I can get behind that. Okay, it's pretty good. Should be able to do some busted things next turn. So I guess my opponent can draw, but I don't really care about them drawing. I think I'm pretty sure I should be able to go off next turn. Draw 3 cards. Vampiric Tutor. Kinda wanna tutor up for a green on my upkeep. Now that I have Heartbeat, I kinda wanna, try to go off with Time Spiral. I think I'll try to do that, yeah. Not this turn, but I think pretty soon. Alright, what do we want to do here? Do I want a Careful Study? I could almost already go off, kind of. I'd rather wait though, since I can wait. Maybe I can use Study to... I should probably use Study when I try to go off, if anything. I think I'll just pass the turn, and next turn I will go Careful Study, Heartbeat of Spring, Careful Study, Lionside Diamond, Time Spiral. In response to the Time Spiral, I sack LED, and then I will untap with... Maybe it's just safer to try to go with Yawgmoth's Will, actually. Because, yeah, then Time Spiral actually ends up in my graveyard. Yeah, I think I can do it with do the same thing with Yawgmoth's Will, and it's gonna be more efficient. Ooh, the opponent's playing blue. That does change things a little bit, because they could have a counter spell. Geist, okay. They are tapped out. They could still have Daze or Force of Will, so maybe I should think about that. But I still think we want to, we want to try to go off and do that. So, let us Heartbeat of Spring. Okay. Now, we can probably... How much mana do we have? We have 8 mana left. I will have plenty of mana though. Yeah, maybe anticipating is better than using Careful Study. I think I'm gonna study though. I can discard Tendrils. I don't know. An island probably? Yeah. And then I can... so let's cast the Lionside Diamond, and yeah, it's been a long time since I haven't played Storm, so yeah, it might be tough. So here I think we want a Yawgmoth's Will sack LED in response. The question is there any reason we should cast Anticipate first? I don't think so. I'd rather have a little bit backup mana, especially if my opponent happens to have... Yeah, I don't think we'll need the backup mana. I think we have a pretty easy kill here. let's add some blue, I guess. If they have a counterspell here, I kind of lose though. Especially if they untap with the heartbeat, but I don't think there's a ton we can do. But this should be plenty to kill. If Yawgmoth will resolve, we are pretty clearly gonna win. Okay, it did resolve. So now, let's get back the Lionside Daemon first, I think. Let's sack it for black. Storm count is 5. I need... Yeah, I think I don't even have to time spiral. Let's Vampiric Tutor, I guess. I can probably pick... Yeah, I guess Dark Ritual. And then... Anticipate... Picking Dark Ritual. Alright. Put this on the bottom. Storm count is 7. Dark Ritual. I'm not really, you know, in general you should think before you do things, but here I think I'm pretty sure we'll get there. Then I guess I can add some blue mana. Gush. Gush into Careful Study, and then Tendrils is lethal, so yeah, that should be good. Again, sometimes it's a little bit tough and you have to think to make sure you don't miss anything, because you have to know about the mana you have and stuff like that, but here it kind of felt like things should work out. Things would work out. I guess we can get Brain Freeze. Careful Study. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's Careful Study. And now I guess the play is probably to Brain Freeze. This way we can get a bit of information about the open deck. Then they know we have Brain Freeze around, but I don't think it matters too much. And if they let it, you know, if they let us do that, we'll get to know about their deck, which is good. And we can steal Tendrils afterwards if we want to. Okay. Good. Oh, that's valuable information, like they have Mana Leak. Okay. Pretty happy. Yeah, they conceded. Yeah, I don't think my opponent should have let me see that, but yeah, knowing that they have Mana Leak is quite good. So this is basically blue-white aggro. Yeah, some type of blue-white tempo aggro deck, which could be tough to beat, because some cheap creature plus counterspell backup is going to be tough to beat in general, but here they did nothing, so it was pretty easy to win. Alright, well, this worked out fine. Maybe against this deck I want to add a little bit of removal. Maybe I could really see my opponent removing all their removals, in which case Ophiomancer should be pretty good. I can't remove a ton of things though. I think I can afford to cut a land, but maybe I should not. Yeah, on the draw I think it's fine, and you know this is still 17 land because of the marks. So I think I want Ophiomancer post board. Diabolic Edict, I don't think so. Maybe Disfigure, though. Nah. Disfigure is kinda meh. Diabolic Edict is a good answer to Geist of Sanctraft, though, which they played. Or Mother of Ruin. But I don't really think we wanna have too many. And I think, you know, Hero's Downfall I think is still better in general. Well, it depends. It depends. Maybe because of the Geist and the Mother of Rune, Diabolic Edict is better than Downfall. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. But I don't want to add too many ring walls because then it could be troublesome for us to have stuff to win, basically. Henny is kind of decent, but risky. Since I have Careful Study, it's not that risky, but if I have to discard some... I guess I can... Yeah, I'm probably gonna keep, actually. I think it's not so risky because of Careful Study, and I can easily discard Brain Freeze. I don't... You know, I have the Time Spiral, so it's not really an issue. And I have some pretty good cards, I think. So they mull to 6, put a card on top, alright. And they have no turn 1. Alright. Alright. Mystical Tutor. This could go wrong. This could go wrong. So, yeah, I think I can afford to discard Brain Freeze. I kind of like... and Cabal Ritual is kind of unexciting right now. Everything else seems fine, though. But whether I kill with Time Spiral or Yawgmoth Wheel, the Brain Freeze being in my graveyard is completely fine. It's not like I will be out of, you know, win condition, unless my opponent has some graveyard hate, in which case it could be bad, but yeah, that's probably not super likely. But I still have another win condition anyways. So I guess they will not name Lion-Side Diamond. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. So I think I want to start off with probing the opponent, paying life. Because if I draw black, I kind of want to be able to Diabolic Edict. They kept Soul of Temptation in their deck against Storm. That's strange. And you have to write down what they have when you probe, because it doesn't go into the reveal zone for some reason that I don't really get. Sour is basically a 2/2 flying for 4, not the best rate, and O-Ring is not great because I will not really play any permanent before I try to go off, so that's good news for us. Green Tutor, alright. Okay. Okay. So I guess I will drop an island, yup. Hopefully they did not top deck Geist, that would be bad. Even though I have Remand, you know, it would become bad pretty quickly. So I could Mystical Tutor for not a ton of interesting things. If I could fetch a black, I mean a Swamp, I would, but I cannot, and I don't think anything is going to be great here. Oh, they did top deck the Geist? Come on. No. No. Yes, no. No, yes. Do you want to O-Ring your Revoker? A Metamorph? It's not super threatening, but I think we might just want to remand that. And if we draw black, it's pretty cool, because then they might try to Metamorph the Revoker, and we can Diabolic Edict, and there's nothing on the battlefield, and they cannot copy, and it's great for us, basically. So they cannot have Daze, we know their entire hand. Art of Signet was a good draw. And my opponent might be tempted to, you know, try to copy the Revoker because and name Art of Signet. And if they do that, it's going to be a 2-for-1, which is lovely. Okay, so they have O-Ring, Sour, Metamorph, and an unknown card. And value. Oh no, never mind. It's not as much valuable. We still want to do that, but they can still copy the Signet since we drew that instead of a Swamp. So it's not like the complete blowout. But I don't really want them to, you know, put another creature and be able to name my signet. But yeah, not much, not as much as a blowout, of course. I'm soon gonna have 5 mana, at which point I might just Mystical Tutor for Confluence so I can draw cards. Ooh, that's not a great top deck. I don't think there's any... I guess I could Mystical Tutor for Ponder, but this is just not valuable enough. Yeah, I don't really think I want to be doing that. If I have 5 mana, I think, you know, tutoring for something that draws you 3 is fine, but yeah. Tutoring for Ponder seems pretty lame. Okay, I did get up to 5 mana. Yeah, so I guess I will tutor up for Mystic Confluence. Most likely. Fact or Fiction. If I open top deck that, it's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, they did top deck Fact or Fiction. Tinker. Ugh. I think Tinker is the most threatening card. Like, True Name Nemesis is annoying, but it's gonna kill me so slowly that I don't care. And Tinker, yeah, I don't think I can let them have Tinker, so I'm just gonna make this split. Yeah, they took the Tinkers away. Alright. Well, at least we did split that pretty well. The good news is that we can Mystical Tutor. If they get an Inkwell Leviathan, nothing I can do. If they get any other creature, I can probably just bounce it with Mystic Confluence. So unless they also tap deck Counterspell, we should still be in a decent spot. If they have Thundering Titan, it's gonna be slightly annoying because then I'm back at 4 mana. Yeah, hopefully no Thundering Titan, no Inkwell Leviathan. If it's just a Blightsteel Colossus or, I don't know, Wormcoil Engine, think I might be in a decent spot. Hopefully my opponent doesn't O-ring my Signet, but they might very well do that because there's nothing else. Yeah, it's the Colossus. So I'm pretty sure they will. Oh no, yes, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, great. If I haven't had O-ringed my Signet here, I would be in really a ton of trouble. As now, I think I'll end up fine. And we know both cards in their hand, so they don't have the counterspell. So this is pretty good. Alright, nice. I will do that now. I cannot wait for the upkeep because of Mother of Ruin. I don't really think I care a ton about Mother of Ruin being onto the battlefield. I'd rather draw a card, basically. Yeah, so we'll bounce that dude and draw 2. Okay, good. Ooh, yeah, really glad they did not O-ring my Signet. Not sure why they play Mother of Ruin, because it feels like it's a good idea because they can protect the thing, but the thing is, if they have the Blightsteel, I either answer that right away or I lose. So it's not like you can really protect the Blightsteel. I mean, you can protect it, but if you you untap with Blightsteel, you win anyway, most likely, because yeah, it felt a bit weird. And they do O-ring our thing now, but we have a fair amount of time in front of us. And Ponder hopefully can just draw us into some black mana. Okay. Okay, good. Very good. Top, top, top. No, thank you. I will probably just Mind Twist my opponent for 3 here. I don't see any reason not to. Even though they might not have anything too threatening in hand, it's like I have nothing else to do, so I might as well. And we got a Daze. Sweet. Not sure why they did not Daze my thing. It's kind of weird. Yeah, and I think I should have put the Swamp on top. I want to draw Swamp. I don't really want to draw Tutor next turn. Well, in the end, it doesn't change much. No, Swamp would have been better. I don't really need the tutor. Yeah, that was kinda stupid. That was kinda stupid. Yeah, I'd be much happier with a Swamp here, so I could Grim Tutor for a forest most likely. Nah, I guess actually. Nah, I think it's actually fine the way I did it because now I can actually. No, I'd rather just draw Swamp and Grim Tutor for forest because here I think I will Vampiric Tutor for forest. So yeah I should have drawn the Swamp. It would have been better. Yeah, that was kind of stupid. So basically, I lost 1 mana because of what I just did, and that's quite stupid. But I'm not under a ton of pressure, so I guess I could wait. So let's say I Vampiric Tutor for forest and I drop the forest. I can Dark Ritual. I mean, I drop forest, Heartbeat of Spring. Then I Dark Ritual. I have 8 mana. I Time Spiral. I untap 6 land. That's fine, but I could wait. But I don't really need to. Yeah, if I wait and they draw a counterspell, it's really bad. But again, I should have just top decked the mountain, play that, and Grim Tutor for the forest. It would have been better. So yeah, messing up with Storm is quite easy though. Yeah, that's probably one of the toughest deck to play around. Right. Yeah, I wanted to keep 1 black, but I clicked too fast, and this could be bad too. Yawgmoth Wheel. Hmm. I think that's good enough to win. This should be right. Do I have enough mana though? So Mystic Confluence, yeah, no, I think it should be fine. What do we want to search for though? This deck is really not easy to play. All right, let's just think. Storm count is 4. After Mystic Confluence, it will be 5. Then I can Yawgmoth Wheel. I kind of want more mana, I think. So maybe the card I want is just Lion's Eye Diamond. No, I cannot get Lion's Eye Diamond. Never mind. It's probably Dark Ritual then. Because we can draw quite a lot with Confluence, so we mostly need mana. So let's say I pick Dark Ritual. Then I tap 2 island. I go draw 3. Dark Ritual, then I can... Yeah, I think Dark Ritual should be good here. Maybe you're yelling at me because I'm missing a much easier way to win. But this feels fine though, right? Maybe it's completely bad. I think we should be getting there though. Okay, Gush is very good. Lucky top deck. Yeah. Mappen doesn't have any... Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, I completely forgot that they got 7 card of the Time Spiral. Yeah. I thought they had no cards in hand. Okay. Yeah, that's really stupid. So it could be tough actually if they did draw some type of removal. Ponder is good, I guess. Palinchron. We don't really have enough mana left though, do we? No, this is 4, so actually yes we do. But I don't have enough lands onto the battlefield anymore now. I don't even really think we want Palinchron. I guess. Yeah, I drop it. Untap my lands. It gives me more mana, I guess. Yeah, it's probably fine. No. Let's use mostly green mana, I think. Alright. Yeah, okay, good. We selected all lands we needed to select. Now we want a Yagwheel, but we need to keep some black around. Maybe I completely messed up and we will not get there. I think we should be drawing. Well, yeah, we can just Mystical Tutor anyways, so yeah, I think that's good. But I probably could have done things a little bit more easily. But yeah, I think we'll just go for the simple Mystical Tutor for Tendrils into Ponder Tendrils in our hand. And then we can just Tendrils. And the storm count is solid. Let's put it this way. No, let's not shuffle. And yeah, let's just Tendrils them for 28, right? Alright. Yeah. Storm, I mean, I don't play Legacy, so I'm not like used to play Storm. I play Storm once per year when the Vintage Cube is available. So I'm definitely not a a great Storm player. So might have I might have messed up a couple things. Maybe there was a simpler way to win, but we got there, so that's cool. Granted, the opponent's draw were pretty lackluster both games, but yeah, I mean, I think I still comboed off quite. I still think that I can win on turn 5 or 6 pretty easily, and sometime maybe a bit sooner if needed. Okay, that was sweet. Yeah. Again, I might have messed up a couple things. Maybe there was a simpler way to win, but I don't know. It felt pretty safe to do it this way. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that first round. It was definitely cool to play Storm. Thank you for watching and see you for round 2.